Hi guys, it's Ben here. I just thought I'd take the moment to do another video today, and in today's video I want to talk about some of the coping mechanisms that we use emotionally to avoid confronting emotions that we find scary, or things that bring up emotions or trigger emotions that we find uncomfortable, that we don't like, that we avoid facing. And one of those defense mechanisms that we have, which is very common, is blaming. We blame people as a way of deflecting responsibility emotionally. And sometimes this habit of blaming, what it does, it stops us from taking responsibility for our role in the drama that we've got happening in our life. So if we blame somebody, it means we've got a bad guy to focus on. We've got somebody else that is external to us that we can point the finger at and say, hey, you did it to me, it's not my fault. And so when we blame, essentially, again, we're not taking responsibility for our role in the drama. We're not being responsible about thinking about how we co-created what is happening. And if we get too entrenched and too stuck in this coping mechanism, it really prevents us from confronting the emotional baggage that gets triggered by some of the situations that are coming up for us. Again, a lot of times we feel that emotional pain, we blame as a deflection, as a way of protecting ourselves, because we feel the vulnerability of having that realization that what we just realized about ourselves is that we have a lot of emotions that we haven't processed or dealt with about something that's just been brought up by some sort of interaction or confrontation with somebody. And so blaming obviously has its place sometimes. It's important to be able to say that, okay, that was partly your fault, and I take responsibility for my part. So there's one way where we can say, okay, it wasn't all my fault, and it certainly wasn't all their fault. But we have to understand, if we're just blaming as a reactive defense mechanism without really being able to have like a calmness or a logical way of thinking about the situation, it means it's just a defense mechanism that's protecting us from facing those uncomfortable emotions. There's some sort of emotional trigger that's come up in us that we need to address. And so, what sort of emotional defense mechanisms do you use? I'm going to do a few more videos on this because I think it's such a fascinating topic, to talk about the different defense mechanisms that we have, that we use as a way of avoiding confronting the emotional baggage and emotions that we have sitting beneath the surface that are sometimes unconscious. So I want you to like and share the video below, and just comment below and tell me, what are some of the defense mechanisms that you use? I'm going to talk about a lot more in the videos to follow this one, and I'm going to go into a little bit more detail about some of the other ways that we do it. So I'd love to hear from you. Please like and share, and I will see you in the next video.